Welcome to a new edition of More Bad News, brought to you, as always, by Camel Cigarettes. This is a special a side piece that we've been doing kind of regularly on new books, what's new in the mailbox. And so I just want to start by saying that this came, this is The Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese. It's brand new. I love this author. I read The Tennis Partner, which is he's a doctor. He teaches medicine. He's a clinical physician, and he finds time to write 600-page books. This one's about India, where he comes from, and the Tennis Partner was an absolutely amazing, mind-boggling blockbuster book. This is his most famous to date, Cutting for Stone, Abraham Verghese. Karen says the best novel she ever read. That's a pretty high praise. And these are not brand new, but they came this week. One is, I mentioned Meyer Shalev, who passed recently, and so this is his Two She Bears, a novel by Meyer Shalev, and then this one is A Pigeon and a Boy. They, both came very inexpensive, by the way. This thing was in a library. They put a nice cover on it. Nobody ever bothered to read it. It's in perfect condition. I love it. You can't beat the bargains that you get with books. And then this arrived yesterday. This just shows you what I mean. Jews are good at making books. This is the Koren Talmud Bavli edition for Gittin. It's the Steinsaltz volume, and it's an amazing piece of scholarship. It has one side is all the notes and pictures and everything else that you could possibly need to understand the text, and on the other side is a traditional Talmudic text with the nikudot, with the vowels in it, which makes it so much easier. Even the Rashi has vowels. I've never seen anything like it. It makes it so much easier to read. So anyway, so this came, and it just, this is really amazing. I just want to point out, this is about $30, right? And $25 maybe, right? This is $50, but it is incomprehensibly more expensive a volume. And the pay everything about it. Jews, one thing they do is they make great books. I mean, I still have over here. It's my grandfather's wife, 1854. Just 160 years old, and it's still in great shape. We know how to make books, and we like making books big. We like, never mind these little things. We like making our books big. So anyway, I want to just finish up with one other book that has been on my shelf for a long time. But this week I was doing archival stuff, and so this was an underground newspaper. Would you call it a newspaper? It's not really a newspaper. It's a piece of paper, but it was published at Yeshiva University. This was from 1968. And when I was a student in it, I never threw away anything. So go try to find this underground newspaper from Yeshiva University, anyplace. I always go looking to see if things are available. And I'm sure you might be able to dig out it someplace, but you can't just get it straight from a general search. And it was this little newspaper was published by a classmate of mine named Hillel Goldberg. And here is Hillel Goldberg. So, and this is really interesting because we were students together. We graduated the same year, and then we went on to have totally different careers. We weren't close. I didn't really have any personal memories of him, but he became this incredible scholar. His parents ran the Denver Jewish newspaper, and so he inherited that from his parents. But he wrote this masterly scholarly works. This is on Israel Salanter, and it turned out that he and I were, we were both opposed to the war, and we were both working for Soviet Jewry, early political things. That our lives were really in running in tandem as far as our orientation. And you get to see what someone else did in the same amount of time that I have lived. And I gotta tell you, this is impressive scholarship that he produced. And Israel Salanter is very important to me. I went to a Musar yeshiva. Israel Salanter was the really the inspiration for the Musar movement. And the Musar movement was, I went to Yeshiva Chavetz Chaim, and the Musar movement said to focus on the ethical development of the person. That is, be concerned. And how do you develop ethically? You become aware of the people around you, and you make sure that you don't make people around you miserable, that you do everything you can to be sensitive to the feelings and needs of those who are around you. It's a very simple kind of thing, and that's more important than the ritual stuff. You know, okay? So Salanter was asked by his students before Passover, you know, because these rabbis had stringencies for Passover. Passover was designed to make you crazy in the old days, and say, so well, you know, we're going to go and supervise the baking of the matzah, and you know, Rebbe, you know, what do you want us to watch, be most careful about? And he said, this is what I want you to be most careful about. I want you to make sure that you don't harass the women who are doing the baking. They're working there all day long. They have families, so don't harass them over every little thing. Make sure that you make their experience as easy as possible. It's a difficult job. So it was very formative in my life, and Hillel went off and he did this marvelous piece, which I treasure. That's it for this short edition. We'll have our regular edition on Sunday. As I say, I've been thinking about making little things that I will either post or won't post, depending upon how they come out. So that's all. See you next week.